Stories from Sri Ramakrishna order. The reel that is connected to this reel, we are analyzing that story. That is the series of stories and story analysis. So that is in that story, just check out that reel for reference. In that story, we found that Sri Ma Sharda Devi was hugging that lady who had come to her after her child's death, and she was crying aloud. And after that, when Sri Ma Sharda Devi came out, she started hugging her, and she herself then started crying even louder. And after a certain point of time, the lady who had come to Sri Ma Sharda Devi, she told Sri Ma Sharda Devi that that's okay. Don't cry so much, mother. The one who had given me that child, that same someone has taken him away. So that is the deep philosophy she got without having Sri Ma Sharda Devi tell her even a single word. How that magic really happened. So we are going to try to analyze that story. There are three main characters in that story. Number one is the lady who had come after her child's death to Sri Ma Sharda Devi. Number two, that monk, the brahmachari in that ashram, who was there trying to talk to the lady when she was crying aloud. And third, the main character, Sri Ma Sharda Devi. So first we will analyze the story, the character of the lady who had come. The lady is a mother, and she had just lost her child. Her emotions is supposed to be overwhelming, and hence she was crying, overwhelmed with the emotions, and no words of intellectuality, no words of consolation or anything of that sort could calm her down. The best move that she did in her moment of pain is that she came to the door of Sri Ma Sharda Devi. The mother to herself, she trusted so much. She felt that if she went there and cried, maybe something might change. Whatever it was that drove her to Sri Ma Sharda Devi. So there you see the surrender of a bhakt to the person she or he believes in as a more capable someone to whom if we share and tell things, if we talk about our problems, we'll get a solution. So that is the dharma of a bhakta. Dharma is specifically in this context is nothing but from the point of view where you are standing as a character in the storyline, what you are supposed to do in that particular role. So that is what the dharma of the bhakta here stands for. So she has deep trust and love for Sri Ma Sharda Devi, and that is why definitely she must have come to Sri Ma Sharda Devi, right? And that is the best decision she had ever done, she had ever taken. And she came there, and Sri Ma Sharda Devi's response, we know what happened. So that is, we can see a mother and a bhakta in the lady who had come to Sri Ma Sharda Devi in that moment. Next, about the monk, the brahmachari. The brahmachari is just a fresh monk, fresh student in monkhood, and he is too much engrossed in all his literature of understanding intellectually what the concept of the entire universe is, and all sorts of things related to spirituality. It's in the intellectual level. So he's in his learning phase, and when he encountered something like that, for him it was non-emotional. He, being a young brahmachari, he could not relate or feel how it is to be a mother, and hence he could not connect to the emotional quotient of that lady. And that is why his advice came as, why don't you understand? Don't you understand? This is how the universe is. Everyone is born, is supposed to die, and all of that kind of philosophical things he started to tell her. And since he could not connect to the lady in terms of the emotional emotional factor, he didn't really understand that her cries could not be calmed down by saying that this is disturbing the silence of the ashram. He took it as as a disturbance to the silence or the peace of the ashram, whereas Srimad Sharda Devi absolutely done the opposite of what he was thinking about it, right? So here we see in his character, from his standpoint, he did his own dharma of a young student in monkhood who is disconnected with emotions. He is not connected with emotions as much. He is into intellectualism more, and that is why that was his response. Next, Srimad Sharda Devi. The most interesting part is she came, she hugged the lady, she didn't utter a single word, and then she started crying aloud, louder than the lady herself. Now, why did she do so? See, when a bhakta is genuinely attached to whoever he worships or adores or respects or surrenders to, that deity or guru takes away all the pain of that person, because it is in that particular surrender, Mother Srimad Sharda Devi herself, like, she knew that this lady has come to me with her pain. Now I know what I need to do. She took away all her pain in that exchange of hug. The energy, you see, the energy of that mother who had lost her child, she was crying. That energy transferred to Srimad Sharda Devi. And Srimad Sharda Devi, who has the knowledge of what is happening in this world of Maya and what transcends beyond Maya, that knowledge and understanding and calm and peace just transferred to that lady without Srimad Sharda Devi telling anything. So this is just with a touch, just with a hug, that transfer really happened. Can you imagine? Like, it is not only psychological, but it is also in the energy layer. And such a beautiful story to even think about, right? And I mean, after a few moments, the lady got the entire understanding. She got it, that this child for whom I am now crying so much for losing that child, the same child was given to me by God only, and that God himself has taken away that child. Whom do I complain? What do I complain? Like, did I ask or cry or complain when this child was born to me? Like, when good things happen to me, I do not go and complain against it, right? I mean, it is coming from that same universe. And when this same universe decides to take that same thing away, how do I say that it is mine? It was given to me by the universe, and it is taken away by the universe itself. And that understanding landing in someone's heart at the moment when someone has lost such a big thing. Like, imagine, it's not just a simple thing, it's a child lost by a mother. And that understanding automatically arising from within, from within a mother, through that just one exchange of hug with Srimad Sharda Devi, you can understand how strong a bond is between a Guru Shishya, a Guru Bhakt. And not to talk about the miracles of Srimad Sharda Devi, but just see how beautiful and subtle the incidents are. Thank you.